Hello, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. Happy Monday morning. I hope you're doing fine out there. Maybe the kids are back in school and you've got a little bit of time to relax with old Davey, and I appreciate you. I'm going to go over what to expect in tonight's episode of The Bachelorette. Yes, that's right. The season is still going. It did have good downloads early on, good viewership, but I think the Olympics might have slowed that down a little bit, so we will recap what you might have missed, what to expect. Jenn's season is okay. I don't know. So far, nothing crazy, but this is what you get midway through the season. It either starts to pick up or it doesn't. My guess is there'll be some drama if the Bachelor producers know what they're doing. And we've got Devin almost quits. Last episode, he was like, I can't, this rose means nothing if she brings back her ex. So we're going to get into what he had to say on the Bachelor Happy Hour podcast. I'll play a couple trailers for Jenn's season for her episode tonight. And I've got some other content for you. Let's get to the other stuff right now. Maria and Harry Jowsey are hanging out. This was a backstage photo that Maria posted of Harry. Of course, he's in the Netflix date-averse with Love is Blind. No, what was he on? F-Boy, Too Hot to... Who cares? He's considered a bad boy out there. And Maria, hey, maybe they're good for each other. And in other news, Caitlin Bristow and Zach Clark were spotted also, I believe, in Jersey. There they are. And so good to see love existing in the Bachelor world. And speaking of love existing, will Jenn find it? Let's play both of her trailers for tonight's episode. We have some surprise cameos coming from some of our favorites. And let's see what Jenn has to say about finding love.
There is something that is not connecting.
He doesn't know me, and he just blurts out that he loves me. I owe it to myself to get to the bottom of this. Hello? Hey.
There is something that is not connecting.
So what is not connecting? Who blurted out they love you? So far, we have the ex-boyfriend. He's gone now. The other person who blurted it out was Sam, who's also gone. So we see Jenn coming back to the States in the Emerald City, Seattle, which, by the way, I had no idea Seattle was called the Emerald City. Is this new? Did they make this up? I had no idea. Here's another preview of a group date. A one-on-one date. Jenn and Marcus. Marcus gets a second one-on-one. This is a big deal.
Today's my first one-on-one date here in Seattle, and it's going to be with Marcus.
Hello.
I want to be able to see if our relationship can continue to grow.
Now it's time for the two of you to begin your own adventure. Here we go.
In front of Jenn and I are Kelsey and Daisy, and yeah, I still have no idea what's happening.
Jenn and Marcus, we're so excited to be here on your love journey. Me and Kelsey did find an unexpected friendship, much like Glinda and Elphaba from Wicked.
All right, so here's, the new Wicked movie's coming out, so they take over the scene. I like it. I get it. Fine. Will they have the flying monkeys? These are questions. Well, are they going to commit to the whole thing? Where's the Tin Man?
And along this yellow brick road, you're gonna find a bunch of surprises from me and Kelsey.
By the way, because this is so boring, let's do some hypotheticals here with the Patreon. I've got Patreon in the comment section. If there was a Wizard of Oz remake only using Bachelor cast members, who would be who? Who's this cowardly lion? Chris Harrison? Is that okay? Who would be Tin Man? Tin Man, a very rigid guy. I wonder who that could be. And who plays Dorothy? I think Caitlin Bristow has to play Dorothy, right? I don't know, just a thought. And then who's Wizard of Oz? Who's the one behind the scenes pulling all the strings? I'd love to know. Let me know in the Patreon comment section who you would cast from the Bachelor universe, and let me know in your comment section. Let's go to the rest.
So, have fun!
3, 2, 1, spicy. Oh, wait. Oh, no. This is the perfect date because falling in love is all about choices, and we're definitely off to a strong start.
Dreamer feeling.
I like Jenn!
There it is. He likes Jenn. Hey, this is relationships. You don't want to say love. You just, I like Jenn. As long as we keep going down the same paths and decide to move into the same city. Looking at you, Cat Izzo and John Henry. I want to pursue a relationship. By the way, Bruce in the comment section says Thomas for Tin Man, Jesse Palmer as Oz, Rodney for the Lion. Yeah. Rodney's got a good energy there. All right, so there's a giant fight raging on now in the Patreon comment section. You can join the Patreon if you want to be a part of the private bonus community that comments as we make content all day long. So someone said Sam has to be Oz because he's the one who keeps setting up Thomas for failure. Well, that's a different... Are we talking current Thomas or are we talking Thomas Jacobs here? Someone said Grocery Store Joe is Tin Man. And speaking of Grocery Store Joe, as the Tin Man, give him a little oil, he'll squeak. Here he is interviewing Devin about whether or not he would have stayed if Jenn's ex came along. Have a listen.
We see Jenn's ex come back, Matt, and you're one of none of the guys are happy. You're one of the guys like, if he stays, I think I'm out. Would you? Was that real? Is that really how you felt?
Oh yeah. And that was a moment that I don't think. I think that was in one of the moments where I didn't really, I like to say, I think through a lot of the things that I'm going to say versus just spewing them out. That was really just pure emotion for me. Like I've played X Games before, you know, it's been a theme in my life in the past. And for me, in my mind, to have the strength to turn all that away, I've turned a new chapter in my life, and I'm putting it all out there for this woman that I want to see where it could go.
So this is interesting. He says, I've played X Games before. And look, I think I know what he means. I think we've all been there where you're dating someone, but they've still got a foot in the door with a guy that was there before. And even though they tell you you're the one, you still feel there might be some chemistry or things left unsaid. We've all been there with exes, right? I think it's a very common thing. This show's a little different because Jenn's dating 20 guys. She met them all a week ago, and the ex shows up. It's slightly different because it's like, look, bro, it ain't like you're in a monogamous relationship with her. The goal of the show is for Jenn to pursue these different guys and find out which one lasts. I think if she kept her ex around and Devin bailed on that, it's like, bro, if you believe in yourself, then you'll rise to the top. It's almost as if you're in a basketball tournament and you're competing to be the best of the best, and a new team enters the tournament, and it's like, well, don't quit, beat them. You know, what did Obama say? Don't boo, vote. Don't boo, vote. So either way, Devin would have left if she kept her ex. And Devin's a strong contender. So does Jenn watch this back and go, really, this guy that I really like was just going to quit on me over that?
And we just had an amazing one-on-one date. So it was personal for me. You know, those feelings were personal. I had just told her I was falling for her, all of these new developing, budding emotions that I'm, you know, experiencing. And then the hammer drops, you know, some guy that dated her in the past could just take her away. And that could be that. Cause I know how easy it is to fall into that feeling of comfortability with like a ex-partner. Yeah. So that struck me, you know, in a very emotional way. You know, I wasn't happy.
But do you think you think if he stayed, you would have actually left, or you think you would have talked? You think you would?
Oh no, I would have left. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yikes. I don't think this is a good look on Devin. And I know what you might say. No, he's a man who knows what he wants. He puts up his boundaries. I don't know. For me, it screams, take the kickball home and run away when you don't get what you want. That's what it screams to me. But I understand his rationale. I think what you have to do, though, is take the ex and be like, hey, bro, join the crew. If she likes you better than us, so be it. But either way, because it's almost like he doesn't trust Jenn to make the right decision. He's more so worried about this guy, but it's like, don't be worried about the guy. Be worried about your girl, like figuring it out. And if she likes you more, she'll let you know. All right. And then the Patreon says Blake Horstman for Scarecrow. And someone said Courtney Robertson for Wicked Witch. I like it. I like it a lot. Meg the Rock Hunter said it was tiny enough for the Lollipop Gang. Do you guys remember Alex? He was from a few seasons back. I think he would be the Lollipop Gang. Bruce said Aaron C. and James could be, you could go opposite with a lollipop gang and just do like the strongest men, have them be all oiled up. Imagine that, like an erotic oiled up lollipop gang. All right, or don't. Do whatever you want. Boy, you know the episode's boring when you got to like pull strings to try to find something interesting. We'll see how tonight goes. I will have the recap for you on tomorrow's Rush Hour podcast. If you haven't already, I'm telling you right now, jump on the lifeboat and get off this burning franchise. It's going down. It's the Titanic. I got a lifeboat for you for other pop culture news. I'll continue to cover The Bachelor. I'm just letting you know, unless something big happens this season, I don't think many people are watching it. I think people are enjoying the rest of their summer. You can blame the Olympics. You can blame, I don't know what you want to blame, but let me know. Are you guys enjoying this season? Again, it could be lame until the last, sometimes it's lame until it's not. So we'll have to see how it all plays out. But again, check out the Rush Hour podcast. I've got all of your entertainment and pop culture news in one place, and you can go check that out wherever it is you listen to podcasts. Just search my name, Dave Neal. There's also a link in the description below. Okie dokie. We'll see you later on. Have a good day. Bye, everybody.